Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who've been following William Ruto's politics, you should have noted that William Ruto is currently very angry and very bitter. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is angry and bitter because he's staring at the possibility of becoming a one-term president. And the truth of the matter is that unless a miracle is going to happen between now and 2027, there is no way William Ruto is going to be re-elected as the president of the Republic of Kenya. Yesterday, William Ruto was in Nyahururu. Nyahururu is predominantly the Kikuyu nation. This is one area where the president would go during the campaigns and the town would come to a standstill. Yesterday, William Ruto and his team were shocked. As a matter of fact, Kenya Kwanza are currently in panic mode over what transpired in Nyahururu. I want to play for you guys some talk clips before William Ruto arrived and after he arrived. And then I'm going to explain to you guys why the residents of Nyahururu decided to boycott William Ruto's event in the area. First of all, watch this clip before William Ruto arrived.
Atina prezo anakaa angalia watu, hata hakuna mwenye akona shughuli, hakuna watu wako shughuli zao, watu wako kwa shughuli zao, hata watu wa pikipiki wamepaki mapikipiki tu. Angalia Nyahururu, watu wote wanaendelea shughuli zao, hata hakuna mtu akona shughuli na huyo mtu. Mapolisi ndio hawa wanazunguka wakiambia watu waende mkutano, hakuna. Wanazunguka wakienda kuambia, wakiconvince watu waende mkutano, na hakuna mtu akona shughuli, hakuna. Imagine, just check, watu wamepaki magari, watu wamepaki mpaka mapikipiki, hakuna mwenye ako na shughuli na yeye. Haki mtu amechokesha watu ile hujawahi ona. Just look at it, watu wako shughuli zao, kuna mwenye hata ako na shughuli na yeye. Imagine, angalia, just look at it. Everybody anaendelea na shughuli zake tu. Kabisa.
Now, previously, this town would be full of activity before the arrival of William Ruto. Remember, William Ruto campaigned for almost 4 years after 2017 election. So you can't say that it's still too early, because even those times it was still early, but the presence of Ruto in the town would be felt. Now, this is now Ruto. Watch this clip. Ruto addressing empty. People are unbothered. He's just there addressing himself and the people he went with.
Na ni watu wachache, na wengi wao ni watu tayari wako na medical cover comprehensive, watu wako na mshahara. Wanasema ati hawa wananchi wengine wasiwe na bima ya afya ambayo inaweza kulinda mambo yao ya usalama. Na ndio mimi nimeambia watu wa kotini, wacheni mchezo. Ama namna gani? Kwani kotini wanachaguliwa? Si nyinyi ndio mnachaguana? Ama namna gani? Si nyinyi wananchi ndio mnachaguana? Nimeambia watu wa kotini, tafadhali wacha kila mtu afanye kazi yake. Katiba ya Kenya inasema hawa watu wapate afya. Ile kura mlipiga, tulikuwa na manifesto ya kusema mpatiwe afya kupitia universal health coverage. Tumeenda bunge, tumepitia sheria 4 ya kusema mpatiwe afya. Alafu mtu mmoja ama wawili wanaenda kotini, ati wanaenda kusimamisha, ati hao watu waendelee kuhangaika. Mimi nimeambia watu wa kotini wacheni mchezo. Kama gani? Mnataka hao watu watuzuie mambo hii isiende mbele? Hapana, acha hiyo mchezo. Hii Kenya lazima isonge mbele. Ama namna gani? Ati kuna wengine wameenda kotini kusimamisha housing. Just imagine. Hii housing ambayo tunajenga hapa, nia yetu ni kuwa na vijana milioni 1 wanafanya kazi. Hapa Laikipia, hapa kwenu, hapa Nyahururu peke yake, hiyo nyumba ya 3,000 itajengwa hapa, inahitaji vijana zaidi ya 5,000 kufanya hiyo kazi. Nilikuwa Eldoret jana, kesho mimi naenda kule Nyandarua, kesho hiyo ingine mimi niko Nakuru kwa hii mpango ya housing. Ati kuna mtu anataka kusimamisha mpango ya housing. Tayari nikiongea na nyinyi, vijana 120,000 wanafanya kazi katika programu ya housing Nairobi, sijui kila mahali. Nyinyi mnataka atisimame watu 120,000, mimi nitawapeleka wapi? Wanafanya kazi sahihi. Kazi iendelee. Mnasema iendelee ama mnataka hao wakora wasimamishe? Mnasema iendelee. Nyinyi
Ladies and gentlemen, that is William Ruto addressing the residents of Nyahururu. Why do you think the residents of Nyahururu boycotted William Ruto's event? Why do you think William Ruto's presence, especially in the mountain, is no longer exciting to the residents? What do you think William Ruto is not doing right to an extent that he can go to an area, people are not bothered? In this video, I want to reveal to you guys the main reasons why there is no interest in William Ruto's activities, especially in the mountain. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. The truth of the matter is that unless a miracle is going to happen, which can happen, and of course William Ruto is also not a pushover, he has his strategy. The truth of the matter is that, number one, William Ruto is out of touch with a common man. The William Ruto we are seeing today addressing the residents is not the same William Ruto his supporters used to see during campaigns or even before the campaigns after the 2017 election. There are two different William Ruto. The truth of the matter is that whatever William Ruto is saying don't make sense to most people. Take, for example, the housing, which is pushing for so hard. The ordinary hustler, who is a boda guy, who is a mamamboga guy in that market, they're seeing those houses being constructed. Do you think in their mind they believe those houses are theirs? Do you think they believe they can own those houses? So if that's what Ruto is telling them, it doesn't make sense to them. The truth is William Ruto has failed to differentiate between affordable housing for Kenyans and the needs of the hustlers. There's a high chance that Mama Mboga, who was busy with her activity while William Ruto was on top of the vehicle there, her interest or her needs are not housing. For her, she was expecting Ruto to tell her what he promised her, because Ruto promised them that they'll easily access funding for their businesses. What about the boda guy? Just like I was telling you guys on this platform, maybe I was telling someone out of the channel also, that the housing project in Homa Bay might not have direct impact on the ordinary hustler in Homa Bay. Even if they are constructed, even if they are sold, very few people, very few hustler, no hustler is going to benefit because they are not going to afford to stay in it. Most of them, even if it will be 4,000, 5,000, most hustlers there would rather stay in their homes or a cheaper houses. They can't afford them. So if that's what you want to sell as your selling point while you campaign on a platform of the hustler, you don't make sense to these people. And that's why most of these people are no longer interested in what William Ruto is saying. Number two, there's clear rebellion against Kenya Kwanza in the mountain. And I don't know how long it's going to take for William Ruto to understand this. He was in Nyahururu, yes. When he was campaigning, he told the people of Nyahururu that Uhuru did nothing. Then he went to Nyahururu to do what? The truth is that project he was launching was initiated by the very, very person he told them did nothing. Which means for him, he has not done anything to them. And these are the local there who saw Uhuru initiate the project, Uhuru launched the same thing. So there's a growing rebellion. The mountain are regretting because they were played. Number 3, Kenyans are also wondering why William Ruto keeps on telling them the same thing. Basically, his message is stale. Unlike during campaigns. During campaigns, William Ruto came up with the dynasty versus hustler. Then he promised to deliver the hustlers from the yoke of the dynasties. He promised to give them free access to money for businesses. Then now, he's still telling them the same things. Blaming Uhuru Kenyatta for this, blaming Raila Odinga for that, blaming the judiciary for that, blaming... Kenyans are now just like, what's wrong with this guy? He's now the president. He should not be complaining. He should not be blaming everybody. He should take action. Number 4 is the unfulfilled promises. William Ruto promised to provide jobs to Kenyans. Then he goes to a place and then try to justify why he's taxing Kenyans who are working. That wale wako na kazi. The people you are addressing, you promised to give them job. But for you, your interest is you want to tax those who are employed to give houses to those who are not employed. The truth is, those who are not employed are not interested in those houses. They're interested in employment. So first of all, give them employment, then deduct from them. It's simple. You promised to lower cost of living so high. Kenyans are going to schools. Schools just opened the other day. Parents are just walking in towns. Ukiona mzazi hivi, you can even cry. And lastly, I think William Ruto has also become common. According to the 48 laws of power, Robert Greene is advising that you should always try to use absence to increase respect and honor. Why do you think the residents of the mountain are missing Uhuru Kenyatta? Because Uhuru Kenyatta decided to disappear. I'm 100% sure if Uhuru Kenyatta was constantly attending funerals, appearing everywhere, today, the residents of Mount Kenya would actually be talking bad about him. But he has decided to keep away. So William Ruto as the president, what he should do, if you were to ask me, was to focus in his office. Sit in office from Monday to Friday. Okay, let's say it's difficult, but he can have Monday to Friday, that's 5 days, 3 days working in office, 2 days visiting maybe projects without even the way Uhuru used to do. Then 2 days weekends, he can attend those rallies. But not on top of a vehicle from Monday to Friday. For 7 years, you become common. And maybe they are no longer mobilizing supporters to attend the rallies. Because during the last election, there was the need to mobilize. Because he needed to create a perception that he had the money. He had the people. I don't know what you think. Until next time, Makwiny.